Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin, and it's time for you to join the winner circle. Join Cracked Female Code Club, because that's what's going to get you laid. That's what's going to get you what you want, and it's going to show you the way to her heart, and much more. Okay, let's actually talk about the club for a minute. Okay, so here's a unique thing that happens when guys actually, number one, buy my book, Crack the Female Code, and read it. And you know what, another book, if you really want to join the club without actually taking the course, get the book called Get the Girl, Keep the Girl. It's all about internal awareness, because that's what draws women to you. Okay, it connects you with your self-awareness, your self-power, reconnects you with your power, etc. Now, learning how to do this in person with me is much, much more powerful. But here's the thing. When you buy my book, Crack the Female Code, and read it, it's going to blow your mind. Here's the thing. Every single client, and I mean 100% of them, they're like, I try to explain this to my friends, but they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, yeah, because these are processes that the left brain can't understand. So when you try to explain this to other men, they're just looking at you like, the fuck is this guy saying? And I know a lot of you guys, when I say a lot of stuff on here, you don't even know that you don't quite understand what I'm saying. You think I'm saying A, but I'm actually saying something more deeper, B. Now, when women listen to it, they're like, yep. Because women are using this side of their brain. And therefore, because they're using the same processor, they understand me. Now, here's the deal. You unconsciously joined a club without quite realizing it. So especially when you take the course, I am telling you, the veil's going to be completely, totally ripped off. You are going to see life, women, marketing, communication with women, completely different, romance, love, seduction. You're going to be like, wait, women actually want to be seduced? Yes, but it has to be done in this way. The male form of seduction pisses women off. It's almost like you joined the backwards club, but it's not. You're looking at men now going, oh, they're doing everything in the reverse. They're doing everything backwards. Like, yeah, it doesn't work for women. Now, here's the deal. There's only two people on the planet that are going to understand you. Number one, other men that have taken my course and or read the book, Crack the Female Code, my book, Crack the Female Code, and also Get the Girl, Keep the Girl. Read that book, because that's a huge insight into what the course is about. And when men start to talk about this to you, or women, you're going to understand what they're saying. So I kind of gave it away, but not quite. Number one, other men that have taken my course, they're going to understand you. You're going to be on the same page. And suddenly, like, wait a minute, women say that all the time. Yes. The other group of people that on the planet that are going to understand you, women. Here's the deal. You know those groups that kind of make fun of, especially the red pill group and what's the other one? Men going their own way. They're literally saying, and you should read the posts that they make on those YouTube channels, etc. I don't understand women. Women aren't logical. Women don't make sense. Yes, exactly. They're not wrong. They just can't join the club because they don't understand the language. They don't understand right brain processing. Therefore, you're out. So if you want to hang out with a bunch of dudes, join those groups and don't learn. See, the minute you understand how to not only speak this language or process this language in the right brain way, women open up to you. Women will engage you in conversations. They'll want to talk to you. They'll bring you around their other girlfriends because you understand. See, imagine someone speaking a foreign language that no one understands, and you're with a group of 5 beautiful women, and there's this Chinese person or whatever language person that doesn't speak their English. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. After all, like, yeah, we're not going to invite that person along because they're kind of like, nobody understands them. They don't understand that. It's just a really weird, awkward situation. Or you can join this club. Much better. And that's what I offer you. Get the girl and keep the girl. Or, well, join the men going their own way. Now, here's the thing. Okay, let's be honest about those clubs. You understand those guys. You understand dudes because dudes have dudes. And other dudes think the way that other dudes think. Therefore, you guys, it becomes a support group of dudes supporting dudes, being alone, going their own way, taking the red pill. Now, a red pill's good, but you guys aren't taking the red pill. You're taking the blue pill and lying to yourself, gaslighting yourself, That's taking the blue pill. But you tell yourself that's the red pill. It's not. This right here, this is the red pill. MYOB, that's the blue pill. You're not getting what you want out of life. And that's the entire point of my course, Cracked Female Code. Who do you think started these groups? Men going their own, oh no, not MYOB, men going, MGOB, men going their own way, MGTB, men going their, fuck, I don't know, dude, however you say it. MGTOW. Who do you think started those groups? Confident men who can get women? Or men who don't like women? Men who are not attracted to women? Think about what you're joining. Honestly, the guys that support those groups and join those groups, most of them, or at least a chunk of them, are gay men. I'm not kidding. Who the fuck wouldn't want to join this group right here? I mean, Jesus Christ, that's beautiful. So here's my club. The proof is in the pudding. And there's a lot more too. So here's the deal, guys. I want you to win in life. I want you guys to have a Merry, Merry Christmas. One thing I'm going to say before we get on with this video is I'm not just some guy coming off the street saying, hey, I'm going to teach you how to meet women. Guys, I'm a certified NLP trainer, certified master practitioner of Ericksonian hypnotherapy, certified master practitioner of timeline therapy, certified in HNLP, Tony Robbins program, he calls it. Did a lot of work with Buddhist monks, energy healers, and on and on. Oh, you didn't believe me? Here I am right here. One thing you learn about me, I have receipts for everything. Meaning I can prove it and I walk my talk. I studied psychology at Arizona State and Chico State. I've read over 300 books on human behavior, psychology, everything. Hypnosis, NLP, understanding women, female psychology, and on and on and on. I literally have dozens and dozens of home study programs. Not to mention over 30 years of professional experience training and conditioning guys and understanding and seducing women. Go on my website, start watching the videos and reading the verified by a separate company, the actual testimonials that people have left. Now, there is a dark side of female psychology. That's what this video is going to be about from this point forward. Now here's the deal. Women and men had to develop a different skill set, and a different mindset, and a different set of beliefs and values. And here's the deal. They seem opposite in, what's the word I'm looking for? Opposite in reflection, but they're actually supportive in connection. The challenge is we're living in a modern era where men don't have to use their right brain anymore, so they're not very intuitive, they're not very aware, they can't understand women, they're lost, they think women are stupid and crazy, when actually everything that we are wanting when it comes to dating, relationships, love, romance, and seduction, meaning sex, it was all developed during the caveman era, and it was used all the way up until about pretty much the 60s and even beyond for most women. So it is hardwired and locked into her lower reptilian brain where the mating system, where the female and male mating system is. So for her mating system, this is a very, very DNA instinctual program she can't break. It's hardwired into her system. Now, once you understand this hardwiring, all of a sudden you're like, oh, that makes sense. See, right now in the modern era, because you don't have to hunt like you used to, you didn't have to protect your children like you used to. Men, we don't have to do jack shit compared to the way we used to do it. So it's like our logical brain is like in full production, and we've completely disconnected from our right brain, where she hasn't, because her mating system's connected to her right brain. So her instinctual systems are connected to the right brain's processes, whereas yours, you're not connected that way. So you're looking at women like they don't make sense. Well, not anymore, because you're not there anymore. Now, here's what I mean. Let's go all the way back to the caveman era, even up to probably 1920s and 1940s and stuff. Cave women had to follow the caveman if she wanted to survive. She couldn't survive on her own. She didn't have as much testosterone. By the way, the caveman had something like twice or more testosterone than the high modern male. So the high modern male, or the average male now, I can't remember the units they measure by, but the average male now, I think, is around 600. I'm going to call it units of testosterone. When you get up to 750 and above, now you're getting into the higher levels, like the real high levels. The average caveman had something like 1200 up to 1800, whatever testosterone. They were much, much, much more stronger, aggressive. Just everything about them was beast mode. Way more than even our top UFC fighters or NFL football players. These guys were beasts. Now, the average woman, I actually looked this up, their average testosterone, I think it was something like 90 or 185 or something like that. I forget what it was. The average man, if your testosterone drops below, I think it's 280, it can cause cancer. It can cause all kinds of problems in your system. So that's where they may actually inject you with hormones so you don't get sick, so you don't get weak, etc., etc. So my point is, your lowest level is still double what the highest level females is. And in the caveman era, it was the same way. So maybe the caveman woman had double what the modern female had. So maybe she was at 250 or 300, 350. That's considered the weakest of healthy males in the modern era, not the caveman era. So my point being is, like, if the average testosterone level for a cave girl was beneath the weakest male in the modern era, there's no way they could have survived back then without the caveman. They didn't have a choice. And really, women didn't up until the modern era, till the 1900s. And the only reason why women can survive and provide for themselves now is because of technology, computers, machines, cars, tractors, like factories. There's something I just left out. Roads, sidewalks, because everything isn't a struggle. Whereas back in the old days, there were no roads, there was no sidewalks, there was no easy way. Everything, every step you took, every path you walked was a struggle. You had to walk over rocks and boulders and go through streams and creeks, and like every day was a freaking challenge just to walk. There was no police, there was no judges, there was no any legal system to protect women at all. She had to rely on the caveman, otherwise she could get raped, beaten, impregnated, and now she's stuck without a caveman. So her number one job was, you woke up in the morning, you turned and I'm hungry, and you looked around, there's a deer over there. So boom, you sprint 300 yards or even a mile like it's nothing. What does she do? Oh shit, I got to chase after him because number one, I'm vulnerable. I have no protection. Number two, if I want to eat and live, I better fucking chase after that guy. Wait, what did I just say? Chase after that guy. This is hardwired into her DNA, but the modern men don't do that. They go after the women. They have to chase after you, otherwise her system, it doesn't make sense to them and it turns them off. The internal awareness is what causes them to come after you. I will teach you how to do this in the course. See, here's the dark side of women. It is so hardwired into them to please men, to make them happy, to make sure they're not pissed off. See, because men back in the day, even up until like the 60s, they would literally knock women around. So it was hardwired into women to make sure he's happy, to please him, and all this stuff. Now, here's the weird thing. You're like, yeah, but Mike, I'm not like that. And neither am I. But the funny thing about it is, if she's not working hard to please you, her system goes, something's not right here, and she loses all interest. I know, it's weird, but there is an answer. After the caveman. Now here's the deal. He wasn't some nice dude that said, hey babe, do I have permission to run a mile over there, 2 miles to get some food? He didn't give a shit. There was no political correctness. There was no politeness. There was no, we got to raise our boys to be good little boys. No, he's gone. I'm done. Boom. Psh, he's fucking gone, dude. She came over there and begged for food. This made women massage, cook, clean, treat him really, really well. Now, I'm not saying this is the way it should be, but this is the dark side of female psychology, female seduction. It's just a really weird, to the modern male, it's like, what's going on here? Like, why is it that nice guys always lose? Because in the caveman era, nice guys always lose. They starved to death, and so did their wives, and so did their children. It would behoove the woman, the cave woman, to chase after the guy that was selfish, self-centered. This is why women test you even today. The reason why women test you is they're trying to see if you are a selfish man, if you will bark at them, if you will bite at them, if you will show your teeth and say, fuck you, and not put up with their shit. Because they're trying to see if you're willing to stand up for yourself. And I'm going to tell you something, the modern male, most of you, and I mean probably 80+%, you're unwilling to stand up for yourself, even over an argument, even over someone treating you like shit. You just, oh, okay. And she sees this and like, that's not a good provider. So she'll play mind games. She'll test you. She'll try to hurt your emotions to see if you're willing to tell her to fuck off. If you're willing to stand up to her and get in her face. Say, hey, that's not cool. Now watch this. What did the caveman do? He left her all the time. All the time. Every single day he would wake up and go wherever I got to take a piss. He walks down to the creek or walks to the tree, takes a piss. I'm hungry. Boom! He sprints. He's after this food. Even if he walks away, she's asleep there. She wakes up. Where the hell is this guy? This is hardwired into their DNA. To chase you. To follow you. It's a challenge. And at times you were a grumpy bastard. So number one, it's hardwired into her DNA to follow you. To literally run after you. What does the modern male do? Hey, do you want to go out tonight? Hey, let's make plans. Hey, let's... There's no chasing. There's no following. She needs to call you. She needs to text you. This is what will attract women. If you're always calling her, she's going to, especially if you do it first, if you're going to call her, it should always be secondly. Meaning, return her call after she's called you. Women do not respect men that call them all the time. I am fucking telling you, it just does not work. Number one, if women are not chasing you, and number two, if they're not working hard to keep you, they are going to lose all interest. They have to work to make you happy, to keep you around. If not, they're going to leave. If they're not calling you, asking you to go out, asking to come over, to cook for you, to massage you, if they're not doing things on their own accord, if you have to ask, she's not that interested. Trust me, she will enthusiastically start doing things for you and making you happy. If she's not, move on. What it means is you're not doing it right. And my course teaches you how to do it right. To where now she's happy and you're happy. You're both happy because you're doing it right. If a woman's not working hard to make you happy, I promise you she's going to be the most miserable woman on the planet. Now, when I talk about selfish caveman, you got to think about this. Why would a woman want a selfish caveman? Because he survives. He stays alive. If he starves to death, if he can't keep himself alive, guess what? Her and her children are fucked. Who's going to get the food? Most modern men are disconnected from the right brain. What's the problem? The right brain is the selfish brain. It thinks about itself first. It says, I'm the most important person in the room. Fuck you. I remember even as a kid, I always heard about how, like my sisters and other girls, like when we were little kids, like they were so selfish and they, everything was about them, and you grow up and your mother's laughing and you get to high school, oh, she's so important. She thinks she's the center of attention. No, she thinks she's special and thinks she's better than everyone else. And all the girls do this. Who said this to me? I think it was my goddaughter. Hold on. Yes, I was teaching a class to men about the internal awareness brain. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Let's do it right now. If you lie to yourself, you're only cheating yourself and you're not going to learn this lesson. It's going to fuck you. I'm going to ask you a question. You got to answer instantly. And more importantly, I want you to point your finger. Okay? And I mean instantly. If you stop and, let me think about this. It doesn't work. It will not work naturally. Okay, you ready? You're going to point. I'm going to ask you a question, even if you don't believe it. It's fine. Ready? Ready, go, point. Where's God? Where's God? Now, when I do this in front of you, I can tell if you, because some guys, they'll go to point outward, and they think they point inwards. Doesn't count. You pointed outwards first. Every single man I've done it to points outwards. Every single woman I do this to points inwards. Every single fucking one. Now, because I'm not in front of you, I can't see if you stopped and hesitated. Let me think about this. Even for a split second, it doesn't count then. So here's the deal. My goddaughter, because all the men kind of looked at her, and she goes, honestly, we do. And she goes, this is why women, okay, watch this, guys. It's going to blow your mind. She goes, she goes, we really, and this is what I told the men. Here's what I said. I said, women really believe that God is inside them. Not a part of God, not some of God, but God. Like they are the carriers of the holy, holy, holiest of all holies. And God is inside them. And that's why they're the most important being in the world, because they are the vessel of God. You think I'm kidding? I am not kidding. So my goddaughter chimes in. She says, there's a game that goes on between women whenever they enter a room, and men aren't aware of it. Every woman in the room is trying to prove to other women, no, I know that you think that the Holy One is inside you, but he's not. He's inside me. She goes, but we can't just directly say that. We have to indirectly show them that we are the carrier of the Holy One, and therefore we should be treated the most important. Now, we all started laughing. She goes, it's true though. Every woman I've talked to has said, yeah, I actually feel like God's inside me. And every man, because remember, the right brain's the internal brain going inside you. The left brain is the external brain going outside of you. The caveman used to be very, very internal and would think for himself, i.e., internal goes inside your body, thinking for myself. The external brain goes, what do you think? And you're looking around the room, what do you think? And this is what Abhinav meant when he said, I had all kinds of question marks on my forehead, because I'm like, well, I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. What do you think? And that's what most men do, not even realizing they're doing it, because you've been doing it your whole life. You've got this big question mark on your forehead, not even realizing that you have it, number one. Number two, you don't realize, women can see that a mile away. Abhinav, okay, this is how to say it. Abhinav was disconnected from himself. Would you say there's some truth to that?
Yeah, a lot of truth.
A lot disconnected.
Yeah.
And you had that question mark thing going on. Where am I?
Oh, yeah, like 2 or 3 question mark things going on. Because I felt so alienated from myself. Like sometimes it was so bad that sometimes I would be walking down the street and end up somewhere completely where I didn't want to be and just be like, how the hell did I get here?
So this is where the modern male is at. Most men are at this place where they don't know that they don't know. And here's the deal. You guys have this external way of being that the Abhinav used to have, and it completely turns women off. Because you've got this question mark. And okay, I had a client who would, after I taught this to him, I said, don't do that. Don't talk to women like that. So we went to a bookstore. He's like, so I was wondering, I have a question about this. And he's doing this forehead, like this question mark on his forehead. And he's thinking that's going to attract her. And she looked at him and she just walked away. He goes, wow, that was weird. I'm like, I go, look at me, dude. He goes, yeah, go now look at me. I scrunched my face up. He goes, oh shit, I did the question mark thing again. I'll go, yep. You showed her that you're lost, your little baby boy. Now, by the way, this guy was 6'4", 6'3.5". I go, but you mentally showed her that you're a little baby boy and you're looking for your mommy to hold your hand to walk you around the mall. I know. Oh, I'm not like that, Mike. Yeah, you are. Very, very few men are not like this. Most men are logical. They have that question mark. Let me think about it. I don't know. You guys even say things like, I don't know. Let me you go, that's a question. Let me think about it. That's a question. You guys, it's not even the verbiage. It's just that look in your eyes that's external that says, I am fucking lost. When you learn how to turn this around and you become the internal vessel of the Almighty Holy One, guess what? They respect the fuck out of you. Now here's the funny thing. This is the cat and mouse game. You know how my goddaughter said that every time women go into a room with other women and they have to subtly, indirectly prove to other women, no, I know you think you have the Holy One, but I'm the true vessel. They're going to spend their entire lives chasing you. What did I just say? Chasing you. To prove to you how important they are because they're the holy vessel holder. All the while, you're like, I'm going to go hunting. You don't ask her, honey, is it okay if I go hunting with me and my buddies on the weekend? No. You have made her the holy vessel holder. She is not the king of all kings, but she is like the manager of the king of all kings. She is the captain of the ship of the king of all kings. She may not be the most high one, but damn, she's important to you. Asking permission? You're just beneath her. She's a highborn and you're a lowborn. Here's the point. If you literally hold on to this internal awareness and you are true to it and you really deeply connect with it, she'll chase you for the rest of her life. She will make you happy. And here's the thing. It's weird because when a woman is working hard to make you happy, she'll be the happiest woman on the planet. I am telling you. And you should write that down and what I'm going to say now. If you're working hard to make her happy, I promise you, I'll bet you $50 right now. She will be the most miserable woman on the planet. She's going to start looking for a better mate. She's going to start sleeping around. She's going to start disrespecting you. She's start going to play mind games. She's going to start gaslighting you, and on and on and on. We are literally going to make you the captain of the ship. And this is how you'll support her. And in return, she's going to support you fully and completely. It works for both. This is not some male chauvinist pig thing. This is the only way it works with women. If you are not in control and the captain of your own vessel, she will never respect you. She might marry you because she has no other choices, but trust me, it's going to be a miserable freaking marriage. If you want to turn it around, you have to learn how to step back into your power. How to be internal, how to connect with yourself, period, end of sentence. You don't do this, you're going to end up being the most miserable guy on the planet and women will never respect you, period, end of sentence. I know you're going to say, but Mike, but women say my mother raised me this way. My mother told me, my aunties, my girlfriends, my first wife. Yeah, your first wife, i.e. divorce. Clearly, it didn't work. See, this is the interesting thing about women. They'll tell you one thing, but then they'll respond to something else. That's why it's really important for you to write this down. What a woman says and what a woman does are two radically, completely different things. So if you're doing one thing that she told you to do and she ends up being miserable and bitchy and complaining, oh, I don't want to have sex now, and you're getting that, pay attention to the results. Pay attention to how she's responding. But then if you do what I teach you and she's like, oh, honey, can I cook you dinner? Oh, here, let me give you a blowjob. Oh, I love you. Notice how she's responding. I'm telling you, women have been telling men, pay attention to her actions, not her words. She's been talking about herself the whole time, not you. You know how women are always saying actions speak louder than words? You think, yeah, so if I say something, I have to follow through. No, she's not talking about you. She's talking about her. She's telling you, pay attention to her actions. Her actions speak louder than words. Pay attention to how she responds to what you do. If you do A and she responds negatively, don't do fucking A. If you do B and she responds with loving you, kissing you, hugging you, cooking and dinner and giving massages and sex, do that. And they're testing this on you on purpose. They're testing to see if you notice her actions. Women's words are meaningless. Because she knows that other men are out there that are going to screw you over and rip you off. If you believe other men's words over their actions, you are not a good mate and you're going to fail. And her children are going to suffer for it. Deeds, not words. Infantry. Deeds, not words. Infantry. Come join the winner's circle. Go to MikeKollin.com and buy my book, Crack the Female Code, now.